What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Trucker Chris Styles, just making an update video. Try to make it quick. I've tried to make this video a few times and they're just long. But basically, I've been in and out of the shop with my truck. And it seems like every time I do a load, my truck gotta go back in the shop. Last time y'all heard from me, you know, I was in Jackson or wherever, Louisiana. You know, everything's positive. Everything's still cool, just my truck not right. I had to get a new Qualcomm put in because the other one kept cutting off, so it was in the shop for that. I got a load going. I had it to deliver a load up to Wisconsin. And then from Wisconsin, I went back towards Portage to my yard. And then the truck started to jerk real bad, like it was going to cut off. And then my check engine light came on with a message. When it first came on, it said check fuel filter. Parked it. Went back up there the next day, put it into the shop. Before I put it into the shop, I turned it on and everything. And then the check engine light message said, check engine fault. So my truck was in the shop from Wednesday to Friday. By the time the mechanics got it, they said the engine light wasn't on anymore and that they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. But they changed my fuel filter, they realigned my brakes or readjusted my brakes and just did some minor stuff. They said they did everything they could do with it outside of taking the engine apart. So I took a load out Saturday early. Actually, I took a load out early Sunday morning. That needed to get here. They needed to get to PA by 3 p.m. yesterday. Got it to PA, drove 11 and a half hours straight. Or 11 hours straight. Dropped it, went around the corner to park for my 10-hour break, and the check engine light was back on with the same check engine fault message. So I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm not experienced enough to just be driving on no check engine light, especially when it's saying something about the engine. Like, it's just not gonna happen. I'm not finna be sitting on the side of the road waiting on road breakdown, and it's cold outside. Like, they had a whole snowstorm here yesterday, so better to be safe than sorry. So yeah, I'm stuck here in Maryland for 3 days. I'll be here to Wednesday. What was I gonna say? One of the perks of being company is I don't have to pay out of pocket for a hotel when my truck breaks down. And I ain't got to pay for no repairs. So, just thinking about the fact that if I was leased and I was dealing with this, like I said, my truck's been in the shop literally 3 times out of the 3 weeks that I've had it. It was in the shop when I first got it. It was in the shop the following week for the Qualcomm messing up. And it was in the shop last week because of the check engine light and whatever. And I was back in the shop this week for the same problem. So yeah, y'all can keep these, at least for now. But having to pay for these truck shops and these truck breakdowns, seems like the truck is breaking down more than you driving, legit. My other homie that I graduated out of the academy with, he just got his truck. He had his truck for like a week, and he has a Volvo, and his truck is also in the shop, and he's stuck in Ohio. So I don't know what's wrong with these Volvos, man, but they ain't right. I like the truck, you know what I'm saying? I like my truck. I ain't trying to get a different one, but man, I don't want to keep having problems either. But they also pay me breakdown pay, so, you know, I'm not just sit here and not making no money. So that's another plus to be in company. But I ain't want nothing, man. I'm just chilling, y'all. Just chilling. That's all I can do. I'm regional now. I'm no longer OTR. It was just a random split decision that I made. Like I do a lot of things. I make a lot of random split decisions. So we'll see how regional does. I'll get to be home a little bit more. I have to realize that I do have a life. You know, I have a whole family. I have nieces and nephews. You know, my sister passed away almost 4 years ago now. So me being around my family is very important, especially my nieces and my nephew. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's necessary for me. I can't be home. I can't be away from home like that. Like months at a time and weeks at a time. I can't do it. So, I'm on regional. They've been keeping me busy. Just my truck not allowing me to be busy. I think they're going to keep me way more busier than my other dispatch. You know, I was doing a lot of calling and waiting for loads. They had me pre-planned for another load before I even delivered the load that I had yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely trying to keep me busy. And they pay more if you drive less miles, which I think is kind of cool. Like, if I drove 100 to 200 miles, I would get paid 83 cents a mile. Anything over 500 miles, I get my regular 45 cents a mile. But it's a whole pay scale for regional. So, essentially, I could be out less time and make the same amount of money. And I'm doing shorter hauls, so we'll see. I got my first full paycheck from working a full week. I drove 2,400 and some change miles. I got paid $1,100 before tax. It was like $780 after tax, which is pretty good. So we'll see what these regional checks look like once I can actually run a whole week without having truck problems. But everything other than that, everything cool. Yeah, I'm just chilling, man. I'm at the Ramada. About to find me a hot tub, kick it. Hopefully they figure out what's wrong with my truck and everything be smooth. But I saw I had some new followers. I'm sorry I don't be writing names down, but I appreciate y'all. Thanks for joining the channel. You know, you can always ask me a question. I'm definitely more than willing to answer. What's up to my rookie trucker peeps that's out there? Everybody keep doing their thing. Keep making that money. Y'all keep it trucking. And I'm out.